Hi guys, welcome to Alva Novus Livestream. My name is Dan, and today we're gonna start learning Inkarnate. This is a live stream. Nothing's really planned, and everything happens, and usually something will happen, just like that. Hello, Puppet Master. Good to see you again. Puppet Master has joined us on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get started here. After logging in with Inkarnate, this is the pretty much the view we are facing. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's look at the menu bar really quick. It shows my maps. These are the maps that are of course saved online. You can save a map offline. Explore. This kind of gives you something to see with maps. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, I like that. Really like that. Okay, let's. And with Inkarnate lately, you can do a heck of a lot of things that, frankly, I'm very impressed with. Size, shapes. That's why we're getting to learn this. We're going to start out with just an overland map, and we'll see where we go with that. My feed, people to follow, etc. And of course, it shows my information. Huh. Definitely not anonymous. Well, let's go ahead and see what's going on there. All right. Oh, look, just got a notice. All right, then of course there's socials on the bottom. So let's go ahead and create a new map. Gives us kind of some templates to work with. There's two beta, of course. We have the watercolor series, watercolor battle maps. All these are in beta access. So let's go down. Fantasy Regional gives us some things that we can see there. Very cool. Then Fantasy World. So we are going to do, I've kind of working on a desert map lately. Well, going to be working on a desert map. And choose this style. We're going to go with 40 by 40 tiles. Maybe landscape. Let's do landscape. All right, we're in. And we're in. Snow. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, this doesn't look good. Maybe shifting. Okay, let's do this. And I'm going to go with blank screen really quick and log back into this. All right, tried it about 3 or 4 times. I was in this a few minutes ago and it is not working. Awkward. Come on, Inkarnate. I was giving you a chance. I found a file. Okay. Oops. New map. Style. Let's go with a medium. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, that worked. I do have the professional account, but we'll just be something. All right, there we go. Okay, guess we just have to try this a couple times. Whew. Awkward. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is our main control screen. Up in our menu box, we of course have all the edit map details, save as clone, etc., so forth. We have the shape. If we're doing land, these are, of course, menu depends on what section you're into. We also have a section front to 5, -5, -2. So, of course, our layer levels. Brushes, color, symbols, text, paths, notes, also a grid tool if we should choose to use one. All right, let's go in here. We have background, foreground options, scene options, objects, and world generator. Let's go ahead and play with the world generator and see what that does. Let's drop this down to about 41%. All right, that's kind of interesting. Drop this to 72%. Okay. Okay. Interesting little generator there. Don't know if I like it too much. All right. Then we are going to get rid of some of that. Okay. So what I'm doing first of all is I'm making the cursor as big as possible. And hit Control to, whoa. Hit Control zoom out. This is entirely web-based. I'm using Firefox. I don't know if Chrome would be better. All right, we just erased that. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to be doing a desert map real quick. To go with this brown. We're going to make sure we're in the foreground. Background is our ocean. Going to make this all kinds of scraggly. Now this right here, the feature size, the higher this is, the more sizes it gets. So if we're like, let's go to add this up high, it'll be very smooth. Control Z undoes that. And 6 is very small, meaning we get a lot more cracks in it, as you can see. So for this case, let's say we're doing a little desert map the size of France or maybe mid-Europe. And let's have the ocean be down here. So we're just gonna start adding mass. Again, I'm just using my mouse right now. A few minutes to, oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, that's cool. Maybe just add a little space up there. Everybody's day's going well. Little delay, but that's fine. I'm running about a T1. About 1 gig up and, 1 gig down and about 100 up. Go down here. Okay, we're gonna now, it's a lot smaller. Create our smaller regions. Now, something I do like about this is it keeps all these, if we decrease the size of it, it keeps all the rivers and bumps the same size as if we did it bigger. And again, I'm editing very big. Let's get rid of big ones here. Some down here. Wanted to do Inkarnate because, in a way, I've kind of given it a black eye before. See how it does this time around. Okay, let's add some interest into this. We're going to add kind of maybe some seas or peninsulas. Add one right about here. Again, editing big and then move smaller edits on this. That works. The size. pockets and stuff here. Maybe down here we'll get into a very large. Again, this is more of a sea than a river. Need to be clear on that. Couple islands. Not many though. You like that tool right there? Land tool is very smooth. Again, we're just gonna put that in there. See if we can do this in an hour like usual. Right. We're gonna go with the same kind of craggly landscape on the interior here. Maybe a Grecian thing going on. Not too much Grecian. Let's add some little pencils. This is a very islandy. Very islandy. That's not bad. Again, middle mouse button or the the scroll button or this. It's a size. Now let's go smooth. Start with our symbols. All right, let's go to catalog. I have no idea what they have now. The catalog. I'm going to go with that. Start in our mountains here. See if this jogs it. Oh, sorry about that, as we're all deaf now. F opens and closes that. Guess. Okay, that's kind of randomizing it. So we'll start with a little mountains in the middle here. Let's go coastal regions. Go. It's kind of working here. Wondering, that little snafu at the top might not have access to all the symbols. So what that means is that they might just be at the free version here. Thought I had paid up this year for the full version. That's okay. Put some more mountains here. Again, mountains will create deserts, and we kind of want deserts. Big old craggy piece right here. Add a layer on. What's this? So we don't. It's cool. That's not bad, right? Go ahead and look in here. Well, maybe I do still have it. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, it looks like I am paid up. It's giving me access to everything. Load custom stamps. Ooh, that's new. That's kind of fun. Huh. See world. Little kind of inconsistent there. We have to do a hashtag. Okay. Let's see, only stamps if that's. Okay. Little. All right. Huh. It's kind of interesting. Okay. And some of these are specific. So I change the. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think some of this is I'm not familiar with Inkarnate, but we'll learn. Back to our symbols and let's see what's going on. I think each one of these are a different catalog of symbols. Yeah, dead on with that. This is the one we're currently using. Another one that's available. Let's go ahead and open catalog. I'm not too sure. How to select an actual. Select. Oh, we got mesas here. Let's see if that does it. Okay, that's a single set. Cool. Some really fun with these, tell you that much. You know, I almost rather do these than I was planning on. Let's go back fit to screen. This will be a good chance to see if we can edit stuff. Oh, just like that. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Back to those mesas. Symbols, we're now in mesas. Kind of want this like red rocks and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Zoom in. Size, can we go a little smaller? We don't want it small. Oh, little mesas. Why are we? Okay, that's rotation angle. That's kind of cool. Size. Let's go a little smaller. Okay. So used to hitting control or. Okay, control mouse does that. Go ahead and do these instead. Ooh. Let's zoom in quick. I don't know if I want those now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, let's go back with the, well, check this set out. Yeah, will let me, hey, way back to my mountains. It's kind of cool. You select a bunch of these, hold down control and wheel, and they'll edit them. We'll just put a couple of these, you know, kind of mesas just kind of in between, create some little bit of a flavor. And I don't think I like that. Hey, welcome to the stream. My name's Dan. We're making a map in Inkarnate. Kind of learning it together as well. Alright, we're going to go with this for now. Ah. The weird thing is the controls for the browser kind of are seeping into what I'm usually doing. So you kind of have to, it looks like you kind of have to be careful with that. Go back to symbols, add some more mountains here. In this case, Make the size a little smaller on the rest of these. Let's go for about half the size. It's gonna, yeah. It's kind of come out like we usually do in Wonder Draft or anything else. Go even smaller. Let's go about, I don't know. Let's see how that works. We're gonna Control Z some of these because I don't think they're too. Okay, that's a little better. I think we can go, oh, same size. Huh? Well then. Oh, yeah, that's way too small. Let's go 20. It's a little better, but I don't think it's right for this. Default is 32. So let's keep this about 25. Looks like we can edit the size of the mountains with that. Select one. Okay. I'm going to kind of go slow. Kind of reduce the size of the mountains on the end of these. And create mountains. There we go. Learning a lot here. Learning a lot. I think the best way to describe the control scheme is you don't use control or alt or anything like that. You just it's totally mouse driven, which makes sense as a browser based software. I didn't like that little hiccup at the first of this. Anything's awkward. But it's good to know how to fix that. Log in on a couple times, try a smaller map so it initializes on your browser. This is starting to feel. Since the scale of this is so much shorter, screening it, you have to kind of be, well, smaller, scale smaller. It's kind of figuring out how things go. Right. I wonder. Yeah, you can put mountains in the water. Okay. Let's go on to paths. Let's see what we got here. Size, opacity, width, color. Not seen an ocean or a river. That's okay. And again, this is us learning this together. Let's see what's this. Save changes. Wait for that to save up. Right. I guess we have to do the rivers by hand. That's cool. Small, and we'll zoom in. Small. Start cutting our rivers right here. Of course, adding it is not going to do us any good. Come on. Go with a base size of 2. Yeah, I'm used to some commands, so I'm changing the layout of my... Gotta unlearn a couple things as I'm doing this. I'm gonna create some rivers here. From all the way back into these mountains. Gotta remember that this is browser driven. widen these rivers. See if I can make the one whatever pixel size. Don't want it there. Do not want it. Some C. Leave this area a little drier. In fact, now that I'm looking at stuff, I think I want to just go that. Yeah, that's gonna be feels better. All right, start getting into some coloring. Foreground. Let's open the catalog. Gives us a ton of stuff. Let's go with this parchment color. Start with this. Gonna come up here in the very back. Kind of like that a lot. Like that texture. Like we're painting with texture, not color. Like that a lot, actually. Parchment. Parchment. You know what? After these mountains, let's go ahead and just do parchment. It's kind of cool. Really like that. Well done. This is our first layer, of course. Now let's drop the opacity on it and finish up the rest of these. So it blends. About half opacity. Let's turn that up so I actually see it. There we go. Again, like the painting with textures. That makes it a lot easier. Okay, points for Inkarnate. Sorry about the alarms, guys, as I blow your eardrums out. Alright, let's go ahead and open the catalog back. We got more parchment. Kind of put some in the way from the mountain. No, don't want that. Away from the mountains, we're going to, let's go really low with this. This yellow, we'll do this away from the mountains. Kind of blend it into the middle there. There we go. More middle stuff here. Man, this makes me think of the old Dark Sun maps. If you guys have ever been a fan of that. First and second edition. Way back in 2.5. Well, 2 and 2.5. Okay, just have this kind of little in here. Rough. It's the go back over with this. Really sit, kind of fill, blend a little. There we go. All right, let's see what else. What else we have. Let's see. There's some really yellow stuff. I was using. So way out in the desert. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this symbols now. Let's see if we can find some dudes. Oh, look at that. Speak and they are there. I'm gonna make this size a little bit bigger. Way too big. Whoever was doing these really knew their business. Go ahead and have a look at this. Very nice, distinct. Ooh, don't like the resolution there. Probably one of their bigger maps. So that's about a good size, 77. Probably go down. Let's go down to about 50 of these. Get rid of those. Our new one. Now dunes, if you look on, let's go ahead and look at Google Earth. Go ahead and look at some dunes. I usually use Google Earth for all the things. Zip over the Sahara. Let's go to Egypt. Some really explosive stuff. Hey! Is this farmland? Yeah, that's farmland. That's a big freaking farm. Wow. See that from space. That's cool. Oh, here we go. Here's some dunes. All right. North to south. Get in there a little bit more. Oh, wow. Check that out. Big old crests. Go to Saudi Arabia and look for some more dunes. I'll follow the general direction. See much there. Oh. Kaboing. There we go. Cool. Very cool. All right. So let's kind of keep that in mind. Let's go back to this. All right. Get rid of some of these, though. Again, we don't need to make this exactly maybe creepy. Let's try something like that. I'm just going back and forth with this. See if we scroll it. Yeah, it looks a little too busy. Whoa. Let's go ahead and... I love the mass delete, and you can move symbols and stuff like that. In all honesty, this is feeling good. Come a long way since I played with this last. Let's do something. Okay. Give it kind of a distance there. Maybe same thing over. S pattern. And make it a lot more smooth. Yeah, see how that's a lot more smooth. Keep it all together. Go. Okay. I think that's working. It's working. Okay, let's go ahead and look into our catalog a little bit. And I think what we want to do is some brown. Let's dial that opacity down really far. Zoom in on these mountains. Ooh. Kind of rough on the opacity. Turn the roughness down. How low? Oh, don't want grid. That's cool if you can do grids like that. Okay. We're going to have some fun with this a little later. I'm going to be spending a lot of time. I think that guys at Wonder Draft just kind of won me over a little bit. I mean, Inkarnate just add some color, make the mountains a little bit browner. We're going to use the brown to offset. We're going to add some reds into this. Someone where to go with it. Opacity control, and I'm being very harsh. Could use, let's see if that's interesting. I mean, oops. Oh no, you guys saw my messy desktop. It looks like... Now, it looks like that this is a lot smoother for blending if you go with the circle symbol there, the sphere symbol. We're going to blend that and go back and do some others of this and kind of make it all fit. There we go. It's in. Really hit those mountains hard. Let's go back to our orange desert. Let's up our opacity now. There we go. Let's blend there. Digging that, digging that. Can you dig it? Give you a free map if you can name that movie. Can you dig it? Ronald Reagan said he liked it. Okay. I'm having fun with this. I love the texture painting. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to... Uh-oh. Something wrong. Let's look at... Nope. Let's go... There we go. That's cool. I can spell right. I like that ground texture. We're gonna rock this. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, not control. Don't hit control. Okay, we're gonna start working this green ever so slightly in this area. See if we can... Nice rotation. Nice, nice, nice. Let's kind of start with darker. And we're going to need to add highlights to this. Way dark. And again, I'm going with the circle because it seems like it blends a lot better. When I move the mouse, it... There we go. Again, a big shout out to Puppet Master, who's been in our streams every time we've done the videos. Big thank you for the support, buddy. I hope you are doing well. Now, with the dark and fading to light, we're getting some hints of an elevation. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, I'll go with green dry. Gonna put this green mountains. Hands down, the texture, being able to paint with texture, is a big win for Inkarnate. Very big win. Don't get me wrong, I love Wonderdraft, but man, I'm going to get lost in this program. We haven't explored this for almost 3 years, but I'm almost... If you guys know how to do what is it? You guys know how to do rivers a little better, I'd appreciate a heads up or a how-to. Keep this green near. We're going to focus on the top near the mountains here with this green to create kind of some elevation. I really, 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 really like painting with textures. Reminds me of Substance Designer. So well done, you guys. I'm doing it a little thicker than usual, getting my light color in there, and then I'm going to come back and hit these mountains with something a little bit better. So we'll come back in with this. Let's reduce the size of this. Let's go with that darker brown. Gonna make sure we hit the mountains so it keeps that dark for the mountains. Drop the opacity a little bit there, because this brown really comes across hot. A little higher. There we go. There we go. Later this week, I don't want to promise anything because every time I promise something, life explodes. But I will try to get on and do a, I don't know, something with Art Rage. But I'm loving this. Holy cow. Okay. This is definitely going to be for personal use. I still have a. Let's get this a little bit. If I. Ooh, that's not what. I'm actually going to come in the middle and real gently highlight the coast with this green. Kind of staying away from it. Back with this softer. Make it real soft. Highlight some more of this. There we go. Kind of like that. It gives us the two areas. All right, then come in with this yellow. We want this, we don't want this too lush. We want kind of grasslands or savanna that mixes in here. Keep this yellow in the tops and just blend it down into places like how that works. Real slow with it. Got a little thing right here that I really, so let's go ahead and cover that. Yeah, the circle's the way to go if you're blending. Back to our yellow. Again, move yellow in the higher part, staying away from the mountains. Still on this deserty. Too crazy with this. Yellow going. Back the more it's the yellow. Keep that area really. Listen to this. And again, I'm making circular movements with this. There. Same down. Again, just taking my time. Loving the texture that's put into this. Let's have a look at that. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and grab this orange. We're gonna have this move in just a little bit more. So we kind of want that texture that comes with it. Not too much though, but just enough to kind of fill in yellowy and give that texture. Like, all right, cool. Getting there. All right, let's go ahead and now let's look at some symbols. Catalog. These are only mountains we're seeing. And to activate everything on this. There's some more mountains and stuff that I might have used. I think for this it is a little bit different. Let's go ahead and desert. Again, hashtag. Cool. I'm looking for our desert cities though. Some there. And a here. 700 items, that's a lot. Let's just go in. Okay. It's going to do this. That's a big city. Don't like. Use one of these and make my own. Well, let's kind of make our own city here and see if we can copy and paste. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's turn off the foreground. Sure did. Like to do. Oop, don't want that. So, zoom in. What we're going to do right now is we are going to create Desert City. Use it places. Playground. Resolution, I kind of rough resolution on that. Let's mess with the size of some of these. Circle to rotate. To move. They just had a single desert city. Let's see. All right, we're going to use this kind of as a stamp. Just going to see that. Group that. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Move up a layer to that. Shrink these down. This. Doesn't show up very well. See if we can change the shadow layouts. Let's affect everything. Affects everything. Go away. We don't need you anymore. Alright. I guess it's just a matter of getting the cities big enough that they pop. So we'll put 2 cities there. City down here. Got our cities. And let's put the obligatory adventure city out here. That pops really well. So what we're going to do, oops, is I totally messed with the browser. Shouldn't. Oh well. What we're going to do is we're going to get a different color, like this white. We're going to come up to this city and we're going to highlight these. They stick out a little. So up the opacity. Just a little bit, not much. Just so it kind of pops. There we go. Okay, let's add some other things. Open catalog. Cool, we got some desert grass and stuff like that. Go ahead and throw some in there. Yes, yes. It's a little small. Not too keen on resolution. Put a couple of scrub brushes, little cactus forests, question mark. Dual Earth, I want to see how these look. Going southwest. These are cities, so let's look at foliage down. Mountains. Got some little bit of a. That's what I thought. Alright, little clusters, Hard to see. Got Firefox. Get back here. Yeah, little clusters here and there. For making cacti. Do I like those? I don't think I like those too much. We'll get rid of. There's one or two kicking out, but not big ranges. That's the way to go. Now, I think... Yeah, you can lock layers, it looks like, which makes life a lot easier. Because if I was doing this, if I'd locked the layer, I'd just be out. Big old quick edit. This really feels like a lot like, in a weird way, Adobe Illustrator. These aren't vector formats. If they were, that'd be real cool, but that's cool. What it is, it's doing a good job. All right. Let's go back to these. To this grassland. Let's see what these. Zoom in. Grass. There we go. Some grassland things don't feel. Again, little clusters like we saw in them on Google Earth there. Oh, I forgot to put these in the layer. Devil. Yeah, that's working. It's working good. Come down here so we're not neglecting this area down. And little clusters of these little grass things kicking around. And again, we want to make sure that if someone looks at this, if someone just, bats an eye at it, they instantly recognize what it is. That's the key, I think, with map making. Of course, building interest is detail and also eye movement. Looks like this city right here is gigantic. So let's kind of help that out. Okay. I'm really liking that. Let's go ahead and make some paths. Make some straight lines. Square. here. Let's kind of make a dirt road. That's kind of cool. Just go nuts with it. Let's go ahead and lock this lower layer. Come up to the second layer. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Just gonna come up with this. Road here. Some mountains. Once you're in the dunes, you're not gonna get roads. It's a little fun. Okay. Gonna put another right here. I'm just gonna come over here, just pair around the mountain. Come up here. I do like that texture thing. Really love my textures. One loves his textures. Back down here, make another road. Very thin. These cactuses. Up through here to this. Now we're going to make a scary road that leads from this town through the mountains. At this point. Again, I'm doing this all by mouse. No fancy styluses or anything like that. Keep this to the mountain so there's shade for at least half the day. Okay, not too bad. Let's see, text options. Ooh, cool. It's gonna. Reduce the size of that a little. Throw some names in here. Can't. Here to kind of. Just so throw some generic fancy names in there. Not Sea of Stars, that's two Forgotten Realms. Oh, Sea of. There, let's do something. Sharks. There. Adventurous. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see if we adjust this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just in there. I like that. Totally white, don't like it. Can I add this? Let's go do that for the other stuff here. Control. Let's control. Yeah, control highlights. It's R. So let's go ahead and make. We control and click it. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right. Well, we learned a lot today with Inkarnate. This is basically just you have to remember, I think the hardest part is to remember this isn't a web-based. Let's go ahead and save this really quick. This is a web-based, so don't hit Control or Alt. It causes problems. It's not too bad of a desert there. Things I really love in it, I love the texture painting. This symbol catalog is absolutely crazy. Not bad learning curve. Some little tiffy things, of course. It's web-based, and that kind of bugs me. This was like software. I'd pay a buttload of money for this to be actually something on my desktop. But yeah, I kind of like that. It's quick little... I love the texture painting, though. Absolutely love the texture. Let's see what we can do with this now. Let's say... export as an image. Save file. Let's see if that saved. Seeing it. Seeing it. Okay, it's a little... try that again. Oh, it's probably... Alright. Very cool. That was pretty quick, too. Alright, guys. That is Inkarnate. This is me giving its fair shake, and so far the fair shake is very, 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 very promising. We'll get into this a little bit later. Maybe some more fun in it, but I've actually really enjoyed this. Okay, this is Dan with Novus. Thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.